the previous session we talked about IDEs, where they are platform that we have to use in order to code, right, to do our programming stuff. And we said for the starters and those who haven't downloaded the VS Code or whatever we mean, or they are now trying to get themselves to understand what we mean by IDEs. Yes, we have an alternative, which is an online GDB that we say we use for the start, and as time goes on, we'll just switch to our VS Code. So today we are going to take time to explore the online interface, which is this one. So there, I shared the link in the previous session, and it's just onlinegdb.com. You go there, then you have this online platform open to you. So we will explore how the various features on this platform. So when you open it, this is what you meet first at the interface, right? You meet this message, welcome to GDB Online, and there's a short code that's over there. So this usually comes, this side always comes whenever you open it. So we might not need this right now, so you click on this arrow here to switch it to allow the thing to expand very well for you to use. Yes, it's now expanded, and there is this white down here. There's this white down here that always comes. This is where you will show everything that's this white background, right? When we run a particular code, or when we want just a particular code, it will display here. So the display here is just like this is where we are going to write the code. This side, this the black surface is where we are going to write the code. So when we write the code, we want to see how the users will see, or what will be displayed to the user, or whatever you want to see something displayed, or we want to see how the program or the instruction we have written so far works for users, or for people to use, or for you yourself to test. They will show here. And now we have flexibility to move to this background. So you and I, let's call it let's say the screen. Let's call it the screen, or let's call it the user interface, where the user will interact with, right? So you are at the background, you are the one that is right? You write here, then you run it. When you run it, it will show here, and then from here you'll be able to see if the code is actually working or not for users to use, right? So this is going to be the place where this will show, but you have flexibility to move this either left or right? So vertical position, so if you want it down here to be like this, but if you want it to be on the side like this one, yeah, it's to be on this side. I prefer this side like this, so that when I write here, it will just show here, right here to show here. So but if some people may like it to be at the bottom here, no problem. So I'm clicking on this particular button before the settings, right? So there is this down arrow. The down arrow just allow you to move it down, and then you move it up, move it down, and move it up. So then this one allow you to align it whether downward or this side. Okay, so that's about that. So whatever we will code, then when we run it, we want to see how the computer will display it to be run over here. That's about that. Now, how do you run it, right? To run it, we said you have to use there are buttons at the top here, right? So we have run here. That's what we'll be using mostly. So whenever we are running something and we want to stop it, you can use this stop, but then we are not running anything now, so that's why. So when we run it, you'll be able to see this. Yeah, we want to save it. This is online, so you want to save it, you have to subscribe, right? You have to subscribe to this platform and then be able to save your work. But then you and I are coming here to just practice how to code and go back. It's in VS Code that we're using most of the stuff, but right now we want to introduce ourselves to the basic platform, or basic idea on production, right? So we'll be able to just code here. We don't have to subscribe. If you subscribe, that's fine. But so we don't save much here. We just come and learn what to write, how to write to the computer, and then what is displayed freely without you downloading anything, without you saving anything. So there are files here. So the name of the file that we are having is main.c and stuff. So I will talk about that in a bit. But then this one is to create a new file. So yeah, when we are going to write the code, when we write the code, we usually write them in a file. It's just like we write it in a book. Just like you have a book, then you write each line of code on each of them. So a file is just like that, just like one page or something, a book like that. do a one-page book, right? Something like that. Then you can create a new file here and name it the name that you want. We'll do that as time goes on, right? Then this is to run the code. When your code is ready, then you just click on run, and then you'll be able to see it here. Okay, for the saving, I talk about is that we are not here to save. We just come and practice and go, right? And then if you want to download your file to, when you are run a code and then you want to download the file into your computer, you can just download it here and you have it on your computer, right? Then yeah, if you want to download, so I assume you have a lot of files that you have created here, a lot of files that you created, and you want to download all, just click on download all. And this beautify, just beautify the code for you. Some of you at started, you may be writing messy, but beautify will make it beautiful for you. And this is the part now. So the language that we are using, when we enter, right, sometimes you may not see anything. But what we have to do is that we have to select the language in which we are coding. So we talked about programming language last time. So this language, the code you're actually seeing here is a C language. That's why you are seeing the C there, right? But you can change it, alright, because you are going to learn Python, right? You click on this arrow button, then you go down, then you see a lot of languages are here. So this online platform is very good. C++, Flat 14, and things are coming up. Java is here, Python 3, Kotlin, PHP, language like HTML, CSS, yeah. But then we are doing Python, so click on Python 3. Right, you click on Python 3, you see this thing may come. Some people it will change automatically, but others it will appear like this with errors because we have switched language, and what was here initially was not for that particular language. So now we have set the platform to Python, and then what we were having here was a C. So the thing is showing errors and some kind of trying to show a mistake or something, right? So what we'll do is that some people, when you do the Python 3 automatically, everything will switch. If it doesn't, just rerun it, like refresh the page, to reload the page, then you have it like this. So I will switch back to, so this will go back and then this will go to the side for me. Yes, so I have it now. So this is Python, right? So it's now in Python form. So yeah, you see the difference. It was a C, right? So that's why we had that previous code. By this current code, we are having this. So when you just switch the platform that you want to, the language you want to code in, and the platform will adjust itself to suit that particular language for you as a start, right? So right now we have, so as a start, the platform always give you a very simple example of a code that you might try to run, right? Let's run this code. So it has written something here, right? There's a blah 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 blah. We will explain all this later. But then the major thing is that we are print hello world, right? So we just run that. We can run, see what happens here. So when we run it, we have a code and we run it, it appears here. The program finishes, it is not awesome, but the main message is hello world. So hello world has appeared over here, and this one is not part of what we are encoded, right? Whatever instruction we give, what they want to display. So this one is to the computer, like for exiting and stuff. So yeah, so hello world is the message that is the ones we applied here. So that's what we'll do mostly, right? We'll write our code on this page and then we'll click on run, and then we'll see how it will appear on this. And then this is what the user is. So users, this place is just like where users will see, where users will interact with. That's it. That's the console. We call it the console. Sometimes we may say terminal, right? Terminal or console, like, it's fine. But then the main thing is that whatever we code here will appear at this side for us to use, for us to see if our code is working and doing what we want to do. Yes. About creation of file, right? When we started, we see that the name of the file was main.c, right? But now it has changed to main.py. py. So if you are talking of files, right? The files also have created for the languages that we are writing in. If you are writing in C, a language called C is main.c. So it's .c. It's going to end with .c. Those ending, we call them extensions. So the extensions for those files are .c. But if you are doing with Python, right, the extension is what? .py. So .py, right? Small p, small y. That's what happened here. So we can create our own file here like this. So for example, so we click on new file, and we say, let's say try, or let's say first, yes, dot py. So if you do dot py, then you click on OK, you see that yes, it has opened. So first dot py. So the platform, whatever we are going to code here is going to be in a language of Python. That's why it's the file will only recognize Python code or Python syntax or Python grammar, right? That's what it's going to do. So main.py is what switch number. We can create our own file. You can create multiple and they will all be here. That's why when we say download, you can click on download all files into your computer, or you can download the current file. So we can change the hello world to everyone. So I have my everyone here, so I'll just run this. You see hello everyone here. So yeah, now we are introduced to the platform. We will now go to understanding how to do the actual code in the next series, right? So now we understand the languages, what languages are, like basic terms, and now we have the online GDB platform that we have explored and see what we are going to do. Mostly when we come here, we are just going to write code, click on run, and see the output. If there's any mistake, error, we'll come back and correct it and continue like that back and forth. That's what we are going to do mostly here, right? But if you want to subscribe to this platform and do the save, that's your own. I think it's good for you. Yeah. So see in the next session where we actually start talking about Python syntax, Python language, and delving into what we really want to do with this series. See you in the next session.